Alright guys, back with another update for you guys. So here's my ls2 off the engine stand, getting some fluid in the converter, put it on this turbo 400, and then we got the motor mounts on there. I believe that's the direction they go in. Got them on eBay. I'll throw a screenshot of the motor mounts and everything that I use. Here's the motor mounts here, just like that. So they look just like the stock ones right here. See, same hump to them and everything. So got that guy there, and then so yeah, like I said, we're gonna put the fluid and converter, put this on the transmission after getting the converter in there. I'll put the LS spacer for the converter to the flywheel. Stock flywheel, you don't have to buy a flywheel. You just got to buy the spacer for the converter to this LS flywheel. And the holes line up. I got the universal holes, as you can see on this jigs. 10-inch 35 to 3800 stall converter fits right on there. So the LS spacer for the flywheel and torque converter does not work, so don't use that tool. And then I got to go get a tool from Yearwood and measure the push rod length, because I knew they were going to be 8 to 8.2 length push rods on this, with these kind of cylinder heads, these monster series heads, not a 7/8 or small ass push rod. And then I got to find out the diameter that I should run to 3/16 or 5/8, I believe. So, but I'm gonna just give you guys an update, and once I get it in there, I'll figure out the way these motor mounts are supposed to go. I think that's how they're supposed to go, because it wants to drop in there, right? So they have to be angled like that, and they're adjustable here and side to side, up and down and side to side, front to back or whatever. So when I get that in there, boom, I'll update it, and then once I get the headers out, I'll test fit the headers too for you guys, and show you that too. All right, here's the spacer I was telling you guys about that goes to the back of the converter, but it slides in here like a pilot bearing. Oop, right into your flywheel just like that, see? And then it takes up the lack of space, so your converter isn't sliding out on your shaft and fuck up your shaft. It gives it the proper back spacing. As far as I know, these are all one size fits all. I don't know if there's certain space between here and here for a certain size converter or stock converter or what have you. So I don't think I need it, but I'm gonna throw this in here anyway just to be sure, because I don't want to have it and not use it, need it, you know what I mean? And then have to take it all back apart just to put this back in there. So it goes on there just like that, and then you'll mate the transmission and converter to your block like normal. So just wanted to share that right away with you guys. All right, guys, got the LS in. Me, Joe, and Rich right here. These fellas own Raccoon Racing. So we got that baby in there. They showed up just in the nick of time as I was trying to put it in there. Luckily, we didn't have to smack in the firewall, cut anything other than the automatic lever on the column for the automatic shifter. Had to cut that little piece off that you see laying down there, and that's it. But those mounts fit perfectly. Oil pan clears like beautiful. He says this is a Hummer oil pan, I believe, so it's not an F body or Corvette or nothing like that. It's the Holly Dash 2 or something like that, I believe it's called. I'll throw a thumbnail picture in this video of the pan that I got it from eBay. Just like the mounts. So that's how the mounts are supposed to go, like that. I thought they went the other way, but that's how they're supposed to go right there. They're all tightened down. Everything's tightened. Here's my XS ls3 intake with a 112 millimeter reducer to 102. There's my Motion Raceworks 102 throttle body for throttle cable driven. So it'll have a mount that mounts on here to connect the cable throttle body on it, Frankenstein heads. You guys already know the whole rundown. But there it is, guys. It's finally in the damn Blazer. The Blazer's actually LS swapped now. All right, guys. I'll have another update here soon of it running, and I'll do the headers in this video too. Test fit the headers for you guys. All right, guys. Finally got to test fitting the headers today, which is Monday. We got the aftermarket Hooker Blackheart steering shaft, which hits the shit out of this runner right here with this stupid ass long one. I don't know if I need both, but I may have to cut this down where it fits down inside like flush, and then I don't know, dent it in a little bit for these nuts to clear. But these are long tube headers. They do fit. They clear just fine. If I can get my camera in here, see, it clears it fine there. Barely hits the brake line right here. So this brake line, I barely pried it out so it's not touching it. Probably do header wrap around this header so it doesn't boil my brake fluid. Doesn't hit the brake lines down over here, down into there. It's all clear. As you can see, long tube all the way. So I have to get a fucking cross member to allow long tube headers on this. So yeah, long tubes, are they worth it for power? Yes. For clearing everything, not really. But these come apart, and you can take the collector off the end of them and run, and each individual tube besides the last tubes are together to go in there. But I could probably slide, like I said, this off and smack that runner in a little bit, as long as I can get that screw right there flush with that nut. I can dent that in a little bit, just enough to clear the nuts on that. That's no big deal. But they do fit, man. They do fit on a S10 Blazer two-wheel drive. So with an LS, I haven't put this side on. I just wanted to get the hardest side on, which is the driver's side. I'll do this side probably this weekend. It just took so much effort. Cut my thumb open on the damn flanges on these headers. They're so sharp. Sorry guys for the wind, but yeah, there you go. The headers do fit though. All right, until the next update.